Hey guys, it's me, Corey Moquin, founder of Jenzar Productions, and I want to try to do something new for my YouTube account. From now on, every 2 weeks or so, I'm going to try and do a top 10. These are going to be, just random top 10s consisting of many different things. But for now, since it's October, I'm going to do 2 Halloween-related reviews. Maybe I'll do another similar thing for December, who knows. Anyway, today's top 10 is going to be my top 10 favorite horror movies. Now, obviously, my views are going to differ from yours, and quite honestly, it's my favorite, so if you don't like that, stop watching. Now, the way I'm doing this is going through my IMDb ratings. IMDb is a site that has all the movies on there, you can rate them, whatever. So, I'm doing that, and I'm picking my top 10 horror movie ratings based on that. If you're interested in seeing my ratings, you can go to the link to the right of this video. Oh, and if you hear shit in the background, it's just that I'm at college and it's very noisy, so sorry about that. Okay, number 10, Cat's Eye. Okay, not what you were expecting, but hear me out. This movie is actually very original and creative. And Stephen King wrote it, so you know you couldn't go wrong. It has 3 stories. Each are very suspenseful and interesting. In one of the stories, this guy is forced to walk along the edge of a building because he owes a guy money. This is a very suspenseful scene. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Number 9, Misery. This suspenseful thriller is another Stephen King original. It has 2 very good actors consisting of James Caan and Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates plays a stalker fan of her favorite writer, James Caan. When Caan crashes in the snow, Bates saves him and nurses him back to health in her remote cabin in the woods. However, it turns out she's keeping him prisoner and wants him to write a book just for her.
The operation was called hobbling.
Annie, whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't do it. Annie, for God's...
Shh, darling. Trust me.
God's sake.
It's for the best.
Annie, please!
Now the ending is good, but does anyone else kind of pity Bates' character in the end? I don't know why, but I did. Number 8, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This is a very underrated movie in my opinion. The scene where she begins to be possessed in her dorm room is actually pretty scary. And it's no easy feat to frighten me while watching movies, but somehow this movie actually kind of scared me. Although I could have done it without Emily screaming all the time. Girls screaming is the most annoying thing to me. Number 7, House on Haunted Hill. Yes, I'm talking about Vincent Price's original, although the newer one actually just missed making this list. Well, what can I say? This movie is just classic. Yeah, some parts are corny, but it's old, and what can you do? Besides, tell me you didn't jump when that old lady appeared, even though it was really cheap looking.
Pat, lower down.
Number 6, Creepshow. Another Stephen King movie. Well, this movie again consists of different stories, and they're all very entertaining. My favorite is the one where an ex-boyfriend whose girlfriend cheated on him buries the guy she had an affair with in the sand at the beach.
Cover you all the way up, couldn't I, Harry? I could make Harry all gone.
Although he puts their lover on a TV right in front of them so they can watch each other die. Because wife is in the same situation.
Bastard. You bastard.
It's just a very creative film. Number 5, Halloween. Well, what can I say? This movie is just a classic horror movie. I'm not usually for stupid slasher movies, but this one just really captures the mood of Halloween, the day and the night of it. The anticipation of the fall weather, I don't know why, but I get a very nostalgic feeling watching this movie. And that's why it's number 5. Number 4, Poltergeist. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a sucker for ghost stories, and this one is probably one of the best. It's just a very creepy movie. The whole situation is odd, and the family seems helpless. I mean, how do you get your child out of a television? Oh, and everyone knows about the clown scene, so I'm not going to go into that either, but definitely check it out. Number 3, Changeling. The most underrated horror movie of all time, and no, it's not the Clint Eastwood one, though I do love that movie. And yes, I'm saying that in full confidence that this is the most underrated horror movie of all time. If you like a ghost story, this movie is for you. George C. Scott stars in a very creepy yet intelligent horror movie. He buys a haunted house after his son and wife dies. He's obviously very sullen and trying to start a new life. However, the house he has bought has a mysterious and tragic past and is trying to lure George C. Scott to do something to make sure the house is set to rest in peace. I don't know. It's very good, though. Okay, number 2. We're getting there. Mothman Prophecies. Another underrated horror movie in my eyes. This movie is just creepy. That's all I can say. Nothing is what it seems. Everything seems fake, yet real at the same time. I must sound like an idiot, but if you haven't seen this movie, then you don't know what I'm talking about. It's scary, mysterious, suspenseful. Just go see this movie if you haven't seen it already. Trust me, you'll like it. Alright, here we go. The number 1 on my list. Amityville Horror. Yes, my favorite horror movie of all time. The only thing scarier than this movie is probably the book that it's based on. Which may sound odd, but it isn't. Trust me. Another ghost story, yes, but in a different sense. The house is built on an Indian burial ground and houses a demonic spirit. The house definitely doesn't want residents since it keeps forcing one of the family members to murder one of the others. Well, all the others, actually. And no, I didn't like the new one. It was nothing like the book nor the original movie. It just shows how horror movies have gone downhill lately and good ones are far and few between. Okay, guys, that's it for now. If you have any requests for top 10s, just message me. Well, have a happy Halloween and subscribe to my channel if you want to see future videos. Alright, guys, I'm out. See you later. Another ghost story, yes, but in a different sense. The house is built on an Indian. The house is built on an. Fuck. The house is built on an Indian burial ground, and the house is. Oh, fuck. The house is built on an. The house is built on an Indian.